G-Rag got me. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat Christian McCaffrey ran through the defense to the tune of 140 yards last week. It's the Panthers and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Easily one of the most exciting player-team fits from last year's draft. Rondale Moore brought his brand of electricity to the Cardinals offense as a rookie. And he'll have an even bigger role in that offense this season. Easily topped his 435 yards of 2021. He gets Arizona first down with that catch.
With a nice move and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Again, Murray will keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Give him the gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray going to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On the draw, Connor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This one from 46 yards out. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? As that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rhulle. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Taking it about the 1. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Panthers hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devon Kennard from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. First down, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's... That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Connor on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. This will be swung out here for counter. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go with Williams. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darrell Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers had got it back to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know,
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Shotgun now for Murray. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
We begin across the Atlantic in London, Minnesota, and New Orleans in the first of 5 games in this year's NFL International Series, where it was the Saints serving as the home team who were able to come away with the victory. Jameis Winston, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. Sometimes it's unbelievable. There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal, Arizona.
They'll run here with Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Once again, it's Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals are in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Finding Green complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Recovered by Arizona.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Throwing on 1st down, but lines up to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across. Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Green. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield. And this one too low. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Cardinals set to receive it. They'll look for a winning drive as we get this overtime period started. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive, and this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And they run the option on second down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're trying to middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Prater's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. That was a big risk here in overtime. It sent him out to fire away from long distance, but he knocks it through to give him the lead.
Edgy, don't you think? Because if he misses there, ball goes to the spot of the kick, correct?
Yep.
And guess what? That only leaves about, 20 yards or so for them to go downfield and be in position themselves. So you have confidence in him, and you have confidence in your defense to go ahead and let him kick that one.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. What can Mayfield do here in the OT? He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. but to drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Mayfield to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for the Panthers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.